give us a feel for what the first month or so of work has been like.
Yeah, well, it's been great. The energy's been awesome. We have a lot of depth. I don't know if we've carried 15 players in a long time, so that's a lot of bodies out there, which makes for better competition. We've been without Philly, and we've been without Philly all fall, actually. And Deja's been out for a couple weeks. So, we're not completely whole yet, but love what I see so far. Love the the camaraderie and, the depth and the competition.
Is the expectation you'll have those players to start the season?
I don't think so. I'm not sure. Definitely not 100%. But, it remains to be seen. Philly's actually at least doing a few things. She can shoot, move around a little bit, but she hasn't done any contact yet. I think we're a ways away from that. And then same with Deja, So we'll just, not ideal, but especially with the competition we have right off the bat. Some really good teams early on.
What kind of injuries are we talking about here?
They're both leg injuries. Yep.
A lot of moving parts and, a lot to manage with, the roster and, moving into a new conference and scheduling and everything else.
Yeah, it was a challenging year. We recruited a ton, 7 transfers to go along with our 2 freshmen. But all those transfers were recruited in the spring and early summer, and so we didn't really have any off time at all. We've done a deep dive into the competition, the new teams that we're going to play, because a lot of them I'm not familiar with. So we're trying to get coaching tendencies, style of play. We've gotten a lot of clips on how they play, and so that's kind of unusual, because normally when you're playing the same people every year, same conference, you get to know the coaches and what they like to do and their styles. And so this is something new, but it's also exciting. I think it's kind of rejuvenated everybody a little bit.
How excited are you about the additions on your staff, obviously, and on the recruiting side, but also, within the coaching realm too?
Yeah, it's funny. People have talked about our new additions, and obviously we have some really, really talented players coming in. But I think the addition of Jairus Freeman as on our staff has just really given us a huge lift. She's just got great enthusiasm and energy each and every day, and she can get into the kids better than I can. If it comes from me, it's seen differently than coming from her. But love the energy. And the rest of the staff stayed intact, and I think we've kind of shuffled around responsibilities. I just think we need to freshen things up, and we've done that in roster turnover and in coaching responsibilities. So I think the move's been great. The energy around practice, if you've been around practice, it's noticeable. We went late last night until about 8:30, 9 o'clock, and so we watched film this morning for an hour and 20 minutes and then just came out and shot. So this was a light day. But if you watch us practice, you see a different energy about the team.
What do you like about your non-conference schedule?
Aggressive non-conference, I like the fact that all of our games are at home except for the tournament in Hawaii. I mean, if you're gonna play a road game, might as well be in Hawaii. But yeah, challenge. We've got obviously Baylor in the first week. They're a ranked opponent. Auburn, NCAA tournament team. We've got Washington State. And then we have some just sneaky tough teams that may not be in Power 4 conferences, but they're really, really good, including Cal Baptist, who we open with. They went to the NCAA tournament, won the WAC last year. We have Grand Canyon, who was runner-up to Cal Baptist in the WAC. We have UC Irvine that won the Big West and went to the NCAA tournament. So just, and off the top of my head, I can't remember all the others, but I know in Hawaii we played Georgia Tech and South Dakota State. So I think maybe 6 of the teams of the 11 games non-league made postseason play last year, the NCAA tournament. So it's going to be a challenge, but I think we're up for it.
Well, Philly's unavailable. What's kind of the front court looking like? Who's standing out, and who I guess can play center for you?
Yeah, I'll tell you, the front court has been one of the pleasant surprises this fall. Even without Philly. I mean, we know what Philly can do. But yeah, Amina Muhammad has just kind of solidified herself into a position that's going to play a lot. She plays at both ends of the floor. I wish she was a little bit more offensive-minded, but she's certainly capable. Ahis Faith, I guess we'll call her, as a freshman, I'm telling you, she's been a load. She's been our leading scorer throughout the fall, a leading rebounder, just plays with passion, but she's so strong and aggressive. Sarah Rambus is a different player this year, a different person this year than she was last year, and playing really well. And then Philippa, of course, gives us a little bit of experience there. And then, two new additions. Actually, three. Sammy's kind of playing a 4-spot, Sammy Wagner, but the two new transfers, Solly from Arizona and then Lexi Whitfield, are kind of playing swing positions 3 and 4, but they've been very capable. So what we have is some 4s now that can shoot the ball. We've got some playmakers. We have a little bit of size, and defensively we're a lot better.
Recruitment, just because she's from Luxembourg, and
Yeah.
hard to know based on competition. What's impressed you most? You said she's been obviously really impactful.
She just pushes people around. It's just physical, great around the rim, nice touch, runs the floor. She talks on defense. She's ahead of her time, and defensively, does a really nice job of disrupting the other team. And it's just a load on the offensive boards. We're going to miss her for the first 3 games. She's going to Europe to help them qualify. Without her, she's really Luxembourg's only real huge talent, and so we allowed her to go. I typically do that. Nobody's done that since Satu a few years ago, missed a few games, but originally we weren't quite sure where she would fit. Now, especially without Philly, that's a huge physical presence that we're going to be without, and with those games early on, we're going to miss her.
And different levels of it, but talent as well on the guard spot too. From bringing in Deja to the freshmen you guys have coming in. What can you say just about that group?
Have 7 guards that are all capable of playing. That's the one position or the 3 positions, all 3 of those guard spots. I have no idea where we're going to go right now. Obviously, Deja Kelly is a proven player. Peyton Scott, proven player. Sophia Bell, she's healthy now, proven player. And then, the new additions, Nani Falatea is terrific, just kind of does a little bit of everything. She actually leads us throughout the fall in defensive rebounds, which is, without Philly, though. when Philly's on the floor, she gets every defensive rebound. But Nani has really played well, very savvy. Ari Long has shot the ball well, no question. She's our deep threat. And then Katie Fiso. Katie is, I'll tell you, she is a heck of a player. I don't think we have anybody that pushes the ball better than her. She plays with just a joy and a passion that is unparalleled. She's going to make a huge difference just in the program. And then Elisa Mevius, after winning a gold medal, she's really come in and just defensively is she's our most disruptive player. She does a great job. She's got great feet, great anticipation. I think she was first or second in the nation last year in steals, and now I see why. It wasn't just because she was playing at maybe a different level. She can impact the game defensively. So we really have 7 unique guards, and the competition's going to be tough, and it'll all work itself out at some point. But right now, a week to go before our first game, I have no idea which way we'll go.
For you, these last couple of weeks, seeing Sabrina and seeing the Liberty and Niara, get to that mountaintop, and how great is that?
Yeah, it was pretty neat. Pretty neat. I was at Game 3 in person, so I had a chance to kind of live, what they're going through, and that was really neat to kind of be there on the night that Sabrina made the magical 3. But, yeah, there's a little bit of redemption there for Sabrina. Now, she is a world champ. I know she didn't get the chance to win a championship in college that senior year, but it's good to see her that happen too. And great to see Niara. Niara earned her time, played more and more, and then was a huge impact. They don't win Game 5 without her. So that was really neat to see. And to see her when they were receiving the trophy and the whole crowd's chanting her name. That's pretty special. So happy for them.
Like having Peyton back, I mean, just as and from a team perspective, like how does she impact everyone?
Yeah, she's been real solid. Right now she has 44 assists, 17 turnovers in practice this fall. So she's taking care of the ball. She's running the show. Great pull-up game, and her leadership, her toughness. You know, we have 9 new players, but everybody has looked to her for leadership. You know, so she is a natural leader. So it's been great to have her back healthy, no doubt.
The 9 new players, what's the most exciting part about all the turnover?
I think just well, they're all talented. We really do have 9 talented players in the newcomers. But you guys, just the energy. You know, we kind of, you know, last year. We're not going to talk about last year, but it was tough. It was difficult. You know, our youth, the injuries. We weren't as talented as we've been. It was kind of just a perfect storm, and I think we've just gotten. You know, I personally am more rejuvenated. You know, I had not a come to Jesus spring, but you know, you try to make decisions, and I just decided, you know what, we're going to get this thing turned around. We're going to get it back to where we've been, and so we went out. We're aggressive in the portal, unlike we've ever really been. We haven't really been that active in the portal. We've certainly given some, but we haven't taken a ton, and we just made it a point we're going to do it, and I like the group that we got. Whole new energy, different team. We're moving on.
Halloween's next week. I know last year was your first year without your haunted house. Was it weird emotions? Do you wish you had it back?
Well, and I'm in a condo now, so I don't know what the rules are. I don't think I can do much Halloween. Yeah, I'm going to miss it. You know, I went to Spirit the other day just to kind of look around and see what's up. It's always been a part of who I am, but you know, we've kind of made a family transition. You know, we've got a home in a different part of the country, and so we're just splitting some time. So it's not the same, but I'm excited about it nonetheless this season because I've got a chance to really just dive deep into our team and get this program back to where it's been. Gonna miss you. You came as Chip Kelly one year. You actually came as me one year. Yeah, I like that. You always dressed up. You're a good sport. You're a good sport, Hayden.